Hi everyone, it's Dat Boy. Today I just want to make a little video regarding this situation of the voice actor Antony Starr says he isn't voicing Homelander in Mortal Kombat 1. Um, the reason why I'm interested in this news is because I'm quite a fighting games enjoyer, and one of my favorite fighting game franchises is Mortal Kombat. Sorry, not one, Mortal Kombat. In general. But yeah, I have so many fond memories of me enjoying this game back in the day as a kid, you know, who's well below the age of consuming fatalities, brutalities, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? That might as well be um the amount of stories and all that can make up for an entire video. But that's not the point why we're here today. We're here to talk about this piece of news and what it means. So let's let's read through it a little, shall we? So Antony Starr, who plays Homelander in Amazon Prime show The Boys, well, I for one have not watched The Boys, but I'm well aware of Mr. Antony, Jesus, um, per, Mr. Antony's portrayal of the character Homelander, and to say the least, that's some really amazing portrayal of a character right there. I've not watched the show, but I've seen so many clips of Homelander. Like, the dude has just been memed so much and quoted so much, like to death at this point. And people won't stop doing that because people, you know what I'm saying? People and people behavior. However, if there's one thing that people have managed to do to me is that they've managed to sell the image of the character Homelander to me, as I just really enjoy this character. He's such a good character. There's really not much one could complain about him as a villain besides being a complete insecure moron, which is even better how Anthony Starr portrays him. Just good stuff, to be honest. And I will watch a show at some point. Maybe once it's finished airing, I guess that would be the golden time to binge the whole thing. Just like what I'm currently doing with Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch that show. One of the greatest shows ever, arguably. So, Instagram user add vaguely okay, I guess, asked, "Are you voicing Homelander in MK1?" His answer was a big ass nope, nope with a cap N. Jesus Christ! No, wait, no, it's not a cap N. What the hell? You guys should have just kept it like uncapped. LIGN as usual. Now, this is the screenshot photo of his response, not respond. I'm stupid. Anyways, he just said nope. So it is likely that we are not gonna get his voice. Um, the same situation as freaking Terminator guest character back in Mortal Kombat 11. But one could cope that our man is trolling right here, but that is also unlikely. But this is just my thoughts. Let's keep on reading to see if this article has some interesting, I guess, thought-provoking things to offer. Let's see what it says next. The news comes as a surprise. Yes, given MK1 NetherRealm developer NetherRealm has secured Starr's likeness for Homelander, who is set to hit the game as part of Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, people's likeness and all that stuff is it's just half the deal. It's not the full package, and I will talk about that in a little bit. But let's keep going. NetherRealm did get Invincible actor J.K. Simmons' voice and likeness for the recently released Omni-Man character, and that is a W. This is the full package. You get the voice, you get the character, even though like this is straight up, they literally constructed this model from zero, because the previous material that we got of Homelander has just been 2D character, and now we have a full-fledged 3D character, 3D model that looks and feels so similar to his, I guess, TV show, the animated TV show counterpart, which is just so amazing to think about. Like, Omni-Man is such fine work. NetherRealm chef Ed Boon has confirmed in interviews that actor John Cena provided voice work for Peacemaker, which is also another W, considering how much I enjoy Peacemaker, the show. I don't think I've finished the show yet, but I really like Peacemaker. Just a freaking goofball, and I like goofy ass characters. And John Cena's portrayal is freaking amazing, to say the least. Okay, so voice work for Peacemaker, who's also an upcoming DLC character, and I can't wait to try him out. I haven't touched Omni-Man, even though like I kind of like his character, but I don't think I like Omni-Man near as much as, say, someone like Peacemaker, just because I've consumed the show, or at least like part of it. In previous Mortal Kombat games, Sylvester Stallone, Peter Weller, who both respectively portray Rambo and RoboCop, and Keith David, Spawn, all voiced their respective characters. Yeah, like, it's really weird how you can get like most of the people to voice the characters and then just leave some out, like how you did with Terminator. However, this is what I'm talking about. NetherRealm employed the services of Arnold Schwarzenegger sound-alike for Terminator, despite securing his likeness. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure in Homelander's case, it's going to be similar to how, the Terminator character case went, right? We're gonna get his likeness, but not his voice. Which feels a bit bad, because like I really enjoy the portrayal of Mr. Antony's Homelander. Like, his Homelander is going to be super iconic no matter what's gonna happen to this IP going into the future. They might remake it, they might, do whatever with it, you know what I'm saying? But Antony Starr's Homelander will remain an absolute icon. That's just the reality of it, or at least that's just what I genuinely believe. And yeah, that's pretty much that piece of news. And now I'll be going into my thoughts a bit more, because like I feel like I didn't get much out of that read, which I mean, to be expected. It's just a short, trivial kind of news. But anyways, let's talk a bit about people's likeness and all that. Now, I guess when we talk about people's likeness, the way I understand it is that I haven't searched this matter up anyways, but the way I understand it is that you just have their face, the face to resemble the character that they portray in their other works. So, for example, right, we could have gone about making Peacemaker any other way. It could be just another random face model that's built like how Jesus Christ, Peacemaker, that's built like Peacemaker, or at least tries to replicate Peacemaker in the comic books as closely as possible. But no, they chose to go about getting John Cena's likeness for the character, because they know that people associate, a large group of people associate Homelander with John Cena's likeness due to their past experience watching the show Peacemaker, or his role in other movies like the Suicide Squad one. And me, I myself am included in that group. So of course, when I see something like this in a video game, Peacemaker portrayed by John Cena's likeness, I am more willing to give this game a shot, even though um, I might not be a fan or might not have heard of the Mortal Kombat franchise before, just because of how much I, you know, enjoy the character in other works. At least that's just how it is. Um, for me, I feel I don't have the data to back my statements up, but I can tell you that from my own experience. Sometimes I will go out my way to try new things out just because there's this sort of likeness to the things that I have done and seen before in the form of a character, a weapon, a whatever the hell, I don't care, in such work that I consider to not be much of my interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, likeness is pretty much a really magical portion, no portion, potion, Jesus, magical potion in turning people into a, I don't know, an interested group of your product. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. It's so weird. But yeah, anyways, with Homelander here, like the reason why I pre-ordered the Mortal Kombat Premium Edition is just solely because of Peacemaker, Omni-Man, and Homelander. Like, I enjoy pop culture stuff. I really do. So when I see this kind of things, this kind of things featured in my favorite video game franchise, one of my favorite video game franchises ever, I just had to spend. And even though that month, like back in September, I went broke just for a copy of this game. And mind you, it's not even the PS5 version. I don't own a PS5 or anything like that. The PC version, by the way. And let's not mind the whole friggin' premium edition sucks drama over the Mortal Kombat community and all that troublesome stuff, to say the least. However, thing is, I did not pay $100 for this product. In fact, I paid way less. And most of the complaints I have seen is due to how high a price, this thing asked you for, and not actually delivering the quality of a $100 video game. You know what I'm saying? I paid way less. So I guess my complaint isn't as strong as those who paid like a full $100 and got absolutely nothing out of this. My heart goes out to the dead souls that were the people that paid $100 for this game on the PC, no less. Like, if you paid for the PS5 version, yeah, sure, understandable. But the PC version, like, come on. Nobody plays fighting games on PC. Let's be real here. Or at least the majority of the community, at the very least. People play on PS5 for the most part. But it is what it is. Let's not get sidetracked here. What I think about this situation of Homelander not voicing the character is really simple. It's gonna go down the way the Terminator guest character did back in Mortal Kombat 11, and it's fine. Sure, and of course, I'm not gonna say that I'm not complaining. It's still gonna suck because Terminator is a robot, so Arnold Schwarzenegger's portrayal of the character has more weight on the appearance side of things rather than the voice side of things, because like, he's a robot, there's not personality to be had in the voice. So when they replaced his character with a sound-alike character, a sound-alike person voice, it's not gonna bother people. Well, it did at first, and then it didn't. At least that's how it went for me. I just back in Mortal Kombat 11, I had my issues with the Terminator character at first, but it had more to do with his playstyle rather than his voice. And while I did have a little issue with his voice initially, I just went on and accepted the fact that no, this is not Arnold's, and it's fine. I I can still play the game and enjoy the character just fine. Well, even though Mortal Kombat 11 is more enjoyable as a casual player than a competitive player, but I do enjoy the competitive side of things more. That's just how it is for me in fighting games and Mortal Kombat in general. However, I think in Homelander's case, things might be a bit different here, solely because, well, Homelander is a nuanced character. He's not a robot. He's a nuanced character. Even though he's a bit of like an insecure, evil idiot, he's still a nuanced and layered character. So his voice, in such cases, the voice communicates probably 50% of the personality. The looks, well, I'd say the looks are just like half of the package. And it will go the same way for every other character out there when it comes to like nuanced, just characters with complicated writing and complicated mind. Now, I could not for the life of me imagine an Omni Man that is not voiced by J.K. Simmons, just because of how amazing his work was voicing the character. Well, not the most amazing. His voices could leave a bit to be desired, but overall, I would still rank his voice very highly. Right? I still rank his voice very highly. And then there's Homelander. I just don't imagine a Homelander that looks like John Cena, but doesn't have the John Cena voice. You know what I'm saying? And the same goes for Homelander. Such a douchebag of a villain without Antony Starr's voice. Like, what? Like, I don't care. Like, you could have just like gone for a more comic like look to him that doesn't look anything like Antony Starr, and I would have been fine with that. Just give me Antony Starr's voice. Unless now this is unless the voice sounded like the voice sounded like person does justice to the character Homelander, then I will freaking be fine with it. But until then, I will reserve my judgments and have my doubts. Because for, again, the character Terminator, it was fine. I didn't care much because he's a robot. It doesn't really matter. Of course, it would have been great if we were to get Arnold's voice too, but I wouldn't have minded much. But in this case, I do sort of mind because for me, the voice carries so much more emotions and personality rather than the looks. Like, what makes you isn't really all the looks, but it's also the personality. I mean, the most basic ass freaking statement on earth, but it's true. Like, in this case, like, I'd rather have taken a more comic like look in exchange for Antony Starr's voice because I associate the voice with the character more. All I hear is sometimes in my head, I'd be sitting around doing nothing, and suddenly this Homelander clip, like, let's just say that, I can hear the voices so clearly, so crisp in my head of the clip, of the moment Homelander said, very perfect, down to the minute detail. Like, I don't know, it's so weird that I associate the voice with the character more rather than the looks. I don't know who's like that. I don't know if I'm alone, I'm crazy or whatever, but I'm just throwing it out there so you know. And I guess there's some really just insufferable people out there who literally defend or rather just shit on others, some other people for I guess voicing their disappointment over the fact that we are not getting Anthony's voice alongside his likeness for the character Homelander in MK1. I mean, like, just get out of here. Like, how is people complaining going to do anything negative to you? If anything, complaining will only like bring us consumers more, as proved in cases of many things in the past. And I'm not gonna quote anything. Source, trust me, bro. You just gotta Google. So like, yeah, I was. I mean, well, sure, I will still enjoy the character at the end of the day, right? Because like, there's so many things to the character rather than just the likeness and the voice. But we're talking about like the gameplay, the play style of the character, right? Because if he has like a very boring play style with boring ass buttons, boring ass combo strings, bad frame data, just a bad design all around, then you're not gonna play the character anyway. So I guess while I am kind of sad that we are not getting the Antony Starr voice treatment, the full package here, I would say that I am also equally interested in the character's tools. I'm equally interested in these things being well designed and fun to play. But if I were to be able to pick Antony Starr's likeness in his voice or his facial appearance and all that shit, I would 100% have gone for the voice. I just love the man's voice and not necessarily his looks. Even though like he puts on such a douchebag and scummy facade when he plays Homelander, that much I admit. So like, sure, it's a freaking badass. Oh no. Freaking badass character for sure, but it's a freaking bad trade off where we just pick either the voice or the looks. But of course, I would have gone for the voice any day. Call me crazy, call me whatever. That's just my preference there. And also, PSA: screw the people who complains, who shits on the people who complains. Like, are you even real? Like, there's nothing wrong about complaining about the fact that Homelander's voice isn't there in the package because it's like 50% of the package. And it's fine to complain because at the end of the day, nothing's gonna happen. And if you're tired of complaints, like, leave. I don't get. It's a fine complaint. Like, I don't know why some people are so like entitled to go out their way and shit on others for, I guess, expecting more when like that's completely within reason. It's not like we didn't have Omni-Man's voice. We didn't have Peacemaker voice. Like, it's already confirmed, by the way, right? As said in the article. And all that. It's not like if we didn't have the full package for every other character, then sure, complaining might be a bit out of place. But it's only out of place, not unreasonable. Um, and like shitting on people who have reasonable complaints, it's just low IQ behavior, and such people should just get offline. But I guess the reason why they're always offline is because they're not that smart, that bright to begin with. So yeah, that's it. I'm out of things to say. Looking forward to trying out Homelander. I'm gonna be slightly disappointed since we're not getting the voice, but again, much more interested in the, or equally interested, not much more, but equally interested in the playstyle, because like, what's the point in having Antony Starr's likeness and voice if the character turns out to be boring anyways? You know what I'm saying? So, and based off of the past experience, RoboCop and Terminator blah, weren't exactly the best of characters, anyways. Um, so yeah, that's just my thoughts and opinions on this whole piece of news. And what do you guys think? Do you guys agree or disagree? Would you guys prefer like something else? I don't know. Do you guys think that just the looks is okay for you, or you think that it has to be the looks and voice, the whole package? Anyways, that's it for me. That boy out. Ciao.